Hello everyone, today I'm doing a pick a card reading for who is coming towards you in love. So for pile 1 I have the Cat Tarot and an Amethyst. For pile 2 I have the Midnight Magic Tarot and this Citrine. And then for pile 3 I have the Antique Anatomy Tarot and this Dalmatian Jasper. So take a second to sit with the energies, see what deck resonates with you. I will include timestamps, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile 1. So before we get into your tarot, I went ahead and I pulled some oracle cards. I pulled one for you, one for your person, and some for your connecting energies. So I pulled this card to represent you. Oh, and by the way, this is the Animal Spirit deck by Krans. I feel like it's a pretty recognizable deck, but whatever. That's what deck this is, if you are curious. And for your person, I pulled the Tarantula. And what was interesting to me about the combination of these two cards is that these two animals in the guidebook, these are very intuitive cards. Like, within your connection, there seems to be an emphasis on intuition. So, like I said, this is a card that I pulled to represent you. You could possibly be an air sign, but this card talks about someone who is taking action with the knowledge of what's right for them, and someone who knows what their intuition tells them and is following it. So you could perhaps be getting ready to take action towards this person because you know it's what you're supposed to do. And then for your person, I pulled the Tarantula card, so you could possibly they could possibly be a fire sign, maybe not, I don't know. And this card talks about intuition in the sense of like being at a crossroads and needing to rely on your intuition to know what's next. So what I'm seeing, I think that your person is perhaps someone who has been waiting around for you, perhaps someone who knows intuitively that you are their person, but maybe recently they've been pulled in some other directions while they've been waiting for you to come into their life. But yes, it shows you taking this action towards this person who knows that you're right for them, and has been waiting to hear from you, but like in the meantime, perhaps they've had like some other people that they've been considering, but like this card doesn't indicate that they've like taken any action towards anyone. It's just someone who is trusting their intuition and perhaps has been conflicted about it, but you know, like I said, it shows you swooping in. Now then, for the connecting energies, and this is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck by Krans, I got Alethea and the Kiss. So this card, Alethea, talks about truth. And this card, the Kiss, talks about connection. So this kind of emphasizes the idea I had in the beginning. It emphasizes the idea that this is a very intuitive connection. It feels like both of you know that this is what's right for you. You just understand that intuitively. You feel the power of what you have. And that is your inner truth. And with this card, the Kiss, it feels like all of this energy right now, it's only happening in kind of like the spiritual realm, but soon after the hawk here takes action, it's going to be more in the physical realm, and you guys are going to reunite in some way. Okay, but yes, that's what I'm seeing. So let us do some tarot. What is there to know about this connection? Sorry, I'm going a little slow here. Okay, what is there to know about your connection? Oh, okay, interesting. So the first card that I pulled is the Ace of Pentacles. So it feels like you are making an offer of stability to your person. And then Seven of Pentacles indicates that this connection, it either is like going to take a lot of work or it has taken a lot of work. Perhaps you've been working on yourself for a while and that's why you're only now coming back into this person's life. Or perhaps after you make your offer of stability, you guys will need to spend a lot of time like talking things out and establishing some trust. But yeah, 2 Pentacles cards right off the bat is a good sign because it indicates that there is like stability here. Oh, and then the reversed Hanged Man. I think this is meant to represent you like leaving your period of kind of like self-discovery and self-development to progress, or to like have this connection progress. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so I want to see how this person feels about you. Okay, how does this person feel about you? Oh, okay. So the reverse King of Swords. So maybe this person is slightly scared of you. Maybe in the past, they feel as though you treated them unkindly and too harshly. Oh, and in turn, like they felt they had to retreat. They felt they had to retreat from you for a while. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it seems like for how they feel about you, they just feel as though like you treated them too harshly and they had to take some time away to heal themselves. It is interesting because like I said before, it seems like you have a very intuitive connection. So it is interesting. Like the oracle cards seem to indicate this person is like interested in you on an intuitive level. But perhaps like they could recognize that you were acting from a place of insecurity and perhaps they can still like see the best in you, but like regardless they had to walk away, take some time for themselves. Oh, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so perhaps your person wanted some time to focus on themselves as well. Maybe they wanted some time to like stop feeding into this connection as much as they were. I definitely see like a sense of trying to develop themselves with these two cards, or possibly, and it could also like be both of these, perhaps all of this is how they see you. They see someone who is acting out of a place of insecurity, and they see that like while you were taking time to yourself, you were growing and changing. Yeah, like I said, it could be, I don't know. That could be how like they responded to you. That could be how they see you. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Now I want to know what has blocked this connection in the past. Sorry guys, I had to stop the recording because my tripod fell. Anyways, we're back. Back to asking, what has blocked this connection in the past? Okay, let's see. What has blocked this connection in the past? What has blocked this connection in the past? Blocked this connection in the past? What has blocked this connection in the past? What has blocked this connection in the past? Alrighty. So, what has blocked this connection in the past? Oh, the reverse Page of Cups. Okay. So you might be someone who in the past has struggled a lot with being able to identify and process their emotions. You might be someone who has really big feelings but hasn't always known how to express them in the right ways, and that may have caused you to retreat from this person in the past. Oh, okay. So then, with the reverse Two of Pentacles, it's possible you were trying to balance this connection with something else that was going on in your life. Maybe there was an issue with work-life balance. Maybe even you were trying to pick between this person and someone else. But definitely I'm seeing that there was some, like, hesitancy on your part. Oh, okay. Then the Ten of Cups. Okay, so maybe what happened with what blocked this connection in the past is that you had some pre-existing relationship or some pre-existing connection, and because of that, you didn't know how to, like, end that connection in order to move towards this one, as we see with the reverse Two of Pentacles here, and maybe in that time, you struggled with expressing your emotions to both your partner at the time and to this person, and it caused some issues. I want to get another one. Oh, yes, the Eight of Swords. So maybe you felt trapped by the things that you felt like you had to do. Maybe you felt like you had to stay in your pre-existing relationship. Maybe you felt like you couldn't take a leap of faith towards this person, but yes, I want to get another one. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am definitely seeing, these cards definitely indicate a sense of, like, you feeling trapped in what was already there, and, like, struggling to decide between people, or struggling to decide between like your work-life balance and with all of these big emotions in your heart and in your head, like being unable to properly express those to the people in your life. Okay, very interesting. So, let's see, what should we ask now? Okay, I'm gonna ask, like, what spirit thinks you should do next in relation to this connection. Alrighty. So, what you should do next. What you should do next. Alrighty, what you should do next in relation to this connection. Alrighty, so the first card that I got is the King of Pentacles. So, it seems that the next move you should make is you should be embodying this stability, which makes sense because the first cards that we got were the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So it's saying that you should embody the King of Pentacles and kind of be like, you should start being like a pillar of stability for this person, as opposed to how you may have been in the past, and you should make them feel assured that you can give them like a healthy and loving relationship. You should make them feel like you're going to be there for them. And then the Four of Pentacles. Okay. That's an interesting one. And maybe you should also like hold tight to some of the things that you've learned about yourself recently. If you've been doing some like self-discovery, like you should keep the improvement that you've made in mind as you progress towards this person, and, you know, be more confident that you deserve them if you're like confident that you've changed. Oh, and the reverse Hierophant. Okay, so another thing you should do is you and this person, you should like follow your intuition and maybe go against the grain of what would seem like a more conventional relationship or a more like conventional decision, because it seems like this has been a difficult connection in the past, and it seems like at this point it's really based on your intuition, the both of you. And so some people might be kind of judgmental of that, and some people might think that if you two got together it wouldn't be the right decision, or that it wouldn't work out. But this card tells you, this card is telling you to kind of like go against the expectations in that way, and to just like do what you know is right for you. Oh, reverse Page of Cups again. Okay. So maybe you should also be going into this with an open mind and try to just like try to see things optimistically, even if you have your own doubts about this relationship. Like, it wants you, like the cards want you to go into this with an open mind, and to not worry so much about the past. And let's see. Oh, okay. And with the Six of Cups and the reversed Three of Wands, I feel like, okay, I think I know what's going on. I think these two cards are trying to show, like, the state of the connection now, or, like, the state of the connection in the past, because with Six of Cups often comes up for, like, people from your past, basically, and the reverse Three of Wands comes up to indicate a lack of progress. So maybe in the past you guys have just been, like, reminiscing about each other a lot and, like, missing each other a lot, but there hasn't been any progress in the physical. So now what I'm going to ask is if you should reach out to this person, because so far, like, throughout the reading, that has seemed to be the vibe, especially with this Hawk card being the one to represent you. But I just wanna make sure. Oh, hold on. Should you reach out to this person? Should we reach out to this person? Sorry guys, my tripod fell again. I think I might need to do a different setup, honestly. But anyways, back again. Should you reach out to this person? Should you reach out to this person? Alrighty. Should you reach out to this person? Oh, it's a pretty strong yes. Yeah, so the Knight of Wands, in this context, it's basically telling you to, like, go for it. I don't even know what else to say. Like, you see on the card, like, the cat getting ready to pounce, that's you, and, just go for it, yeah. Oh, and then the reverse Nine of Wands. So it's possible that while you've been on your own trying to like understand yourself more and, like, going through some self-improvement, it's possible that that journey has, like, worn you out a lot. It's possible that you have, like, various doubts about this person or about this connection. But definitely go for it. That's what it seems to be saying. Oh, okay. So then with the reverse Ace of Wands, it could be that in the past the two of you have had some sort of false start, and it's possible that you could be worrying about that happening again. So I think that the trick to that is to put an emphasis on bringing in that stability that we saw in the beginning with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles to prevent that from happening again. It's also interesting that the question I asked was, like, should you reach out? And I pulled 3 Wands cards, which are, like, Wands cards, which is, like, the suit of fast action. So, just saying, maybe go for it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That was a really funny contrast. Okay. So then with this Temperance card, I think that, like, since it was, like, the 4th one I drew and, like, not the first one, I think that, like, overall you should reach out to this person, but perhaps not in haste. And that doesn't, like, I'm not saying that there's a specific like period of time in which you should or shouldn't reach out to this person, but before you like go into trying to start this connection back up again, you might want to just like be sure that this is what you want, like be sure that this is right for you, be sure that you've undergone the self-growth necessary for this. That's the sense that I'm getting. That was a really funny contrast. Okay, now I think this is gonna be the last question I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask, what is the future of this connection? 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 And what is the future of this connection? Okay, interesting. Oh, intriguing. Okay, I see. Okay, so these cards, these 3 cards, are all about, there being something holding you back. So with this card, the reverse Knight of Swords, it indicates someone, probably you, given, like, the rest of this reading, someone who wants to take action, but, like, has a bunch of energy and like nowhere to put it. Like there might be something that's like holding you back from getting what you want. And it's a similar story with the world card, with the reverse world card, sorry. With the reverse world, it indicates that there is definitely like the potential for something really great here, but there is something holding you back from that happening. And with the reverse judgment, it's like a similar thing. Reverse judgment shows up when you know what needs to happen in order for you to like ascend to your higher purpose, but there's something stopping you from doing that. There's something holding you back. So I want some more insight into this. I want to know like what else you're supposed to do before reaching out to this person with those cards in mind. I know I said that was gonna be my last question, but then things got complicated and I wanted some more insight. Yeah, so what else do you need to do? What else do you need to do? Alright, what else do you need to do? Oh my goodness. Getting all wonky. Okay, interesting. Okay, I see. So perhaps, which is really, okay, one thing at a time. Okay, so perhaps you need to take a bit more time to yourself. You need to take more time to like reassess where you are as a person before you try to re-enter this connection, especially with this like Page of Pentacles and this like reverse 3 of Pentacles as well. It seems as though you need to like spend more time kind of working on yourself. Otherwise there's gonna be some issues in this relationship, or there are gonna be like issues getting it started. However, it's important that you hold on to hope as represented by the star. It's important that you hold on to the intuitive sense that you have. that this is what's right for you. It's important that you hold on to that inner knowing even when things are difficult. And it's important that that hope is what informs all of your actions before going towards this person. So that's interesting. I think, like, overall, what the reading is saying, it's saying that you definitely should be the one to reach out to this person. However, it's either, like, I think that you're a person who has undergone a lot of self-growth, and the cards acknowledge that. I think before you, like, go towards this person, you need to be absolutely sure that it's the best thing for both of you. You need to be sure that you have gone through the growth necessary. And I think that both of you know that this is what you want eventually. But it's just a matter of, like, are you ready? And the cards seem to want you to, like, go towards this person. There is just, like, the potential for more unrest, and it kind of, like, the cards just want you to be aware of that, is what I'd say. Wow, a lot of things going on here. This will hopefully be my real last question. Now I want to know, kind of, like, what is the ultimate outcome for this connection? Okay, 9 of Pentacles, and then 6 of Pentacles, and 7 of Cups. Okay, so with this 9 of Pentacles, for, like, the ultimate outcome, it seems as though in time, however much time that it takes, both of you are going to be in this, like, 9 of Pentacles energy of having improved yourselves and being really, like, stable and steady. And with this 6 of Pentacles card, it seems as though your relationship is going to be based on a lot of reciprocity, which is good. We're going to see a lot of equal give and take. And then the 7 of Cups is interesting. It's an interesting card to get for the ultimate outcome of something. Maybe the two of you will be able to like, achieve new dreams together, like, reach new heights together. It seems as though you guys are both kind of, like, dreamers, and it seems as though, like, from the beginning, it seems as though you're both very intuitive people, and maybe those senses will be sort of, like, heightened when you guys get together. But overall, like, good things going on here. This was a very, like, Pentacles heavy reading, I feel like. Like, there's a lot of emphasis on stability. It almost feels as though you guys have, like, been through the struggles of the other suits of the tarot before, and now when you guys are, like, gearing up for a potential reunion, you're in a more, like, Pentacles energy, like, there's more stability at play. But yeah, so that was your reading, Pile 1. I hope it resonated. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Before we get into your tarot, I pulled some oracle cards. This one is meant to represent you, this one is meant to represent your person, and these are meant to represent the connecting energy between you. So the card that I pulled to represent you is the Unicorn, and this deck, The unicorn represents someone who is on like a search for answers, often in relation to like seeking out a higher power, like seeking out the divine in some way. This card just indicates like trying to access your intuition for answers, basically, like self-discovery and all that. Now for your person, I pulled the beaver card in reverse, so your person could possibly be an earth sign. But this card, the beaver in reverse talks about someone who has been working really hard and feels worn out. And in the context of this connection, I feel like this card is meant to represent someone who is like very devoted to you, very like doting on you, but perhaps feels like their efforts towards this connection are going unrecognized. And also, I don't know, I feel like there's notable symbolism with the way these cards are placed. I feel like you are kind of turned away from this person for like one reason or another. Like you could be spending more time with yourself trying to access your intuition like the card discussed, or you could be like seeking answers about this person from other people in your life. But either way, this person does not feel like they have your attention. And you can kind of see, like with the beaver like reversed in this position, it kind of feels like they're looking over at you, kind of like desolately. I don't know if that would be the proper word to use, but just like looking over at you, turned away. But yeah, definitely feels like your person is someone who's been like working hard for this connection, right? Now then, when I looked at the connecting energies, I got the kiss in reverse and the queen. I thought this was interesting. So the queen is a card that like talks about stillness, and my read on that is that I think that in your connection right now, nothing is happening. Whether it be like an established relationship where like nothing has really changed in a while, or it just be like a no contact situation, there's like silence on both sides, like whatever's going on feels like fairly consistent. And this card, the reverse kiss, it talks about like neediness. And what I see with that, I think that it's possible you perceive this person as needy. Just because like this card talked about feeling like overworked and worn out, and like this card talked about neediness. And if that's the case, if that resonates, obviously like we haven't gotten into the tarot yet, so this is just like my own advice. If you like perceive this person as needy, I think it's worth considering either why they're acting like that, and or why your response is to turn away from that. Because if someone is being like, if someone is annoying you by like being needy or being clingy, then it's possible that what really needs to be examined is that person's insecurity. It's possible that person has an anxious attachment style, and they feel as though you're like leaving them behind in some way, and that's why they're like doting on you a lot. Or it's also possible that there's some part of you that like doesn't feel like you deserve all the attention that they're giving you, and that's why you're like, oh, like they're so needy. But like whatever, that's just my 2 cents before we get into the actual tarot. So I don't know, take it or leave it. All right, so first things first, I just want to ask a general question of what is there to know about this connection. What is there to know about this connection? Let's see. Oh, the star. Okay. 7 of Wands. And the reverse Empress. Okay, very intriguing. Okay, so with these two cards, the Star and the 7 of Wands, it seems as though this is a connection that has been through some issues, all right? It seems as though, like, the existence of this connection in the present is based on hope. It's either, like, a hope, it's, like, either a hope that, like, things will work out and you'll, you'll work out things within your relationship, or if you guys aren't actually together, it could just be, like, a hope that someday you will be. It seems like that hope is what's driving this relationship. And then with the 7 of Wands, I see you guys as, like, having some notable challenges in the past that you've had to overcome individually or overcome together. And then with the reverse Empress, see, the way I would interpret this, like, varies in context. In the context of, like, what the cards have said about you and about this connection, I see this reverse Empress as representing you, and representing you kind of, like, maybe closing off to this person a little bit, just sort of, like, out of pride, almost. That's what I'm seeing. When the Empress is upright, it's obviously, like, a very positive card, but when it's in reverse, it can indicate that, like, the Empress feeling, or, like, it can indicate that, like, the Empress's independence is now, like, working to their detriment. It could indicate you, like I said, just, like, closing yourself off, or, like, being too hyper independent. So that's what I'm seeing. I want to know now, how does this person feel about you? How does this person feel about you? Oh, okay. So 7 of Wands is back. Ooh, 7 of Cups. And the 6 of Pentacles. Wow. All right, so 7 of Wands has made a reappearance. So this is clearly a very significant card. Okay. So for how this person feels about you, I think that this person feels as though they've had to fight a lot for this connection, which makes sense because they're represented by the reverse beaver, someone who's, like, working very hard and perhaps feels a little worn out by that. So I think, yes, I think I think that's what this card is meant to represent. Now, with the 7 of Cups, I think that this person spends a lot of time, like, daydreaming about you and, like, imagining different possibilities, but, like, never taking action on those. I think this is a person who spends a lot of time not focusing so much on, like, the negatives of the connection, but rather, like, either daydreaming or, like, remembering the good old days, or, like, daydreaming about the potential that you have in the future. Like, this person has been through a lot of struggles in relation to this connection, but they see it as, like, a positive, and they spend a lot of time thinking about how perfect it's gonna be when everything gets, like, sorted out. And now with this card, the 6 of Pentacles, It's interesting that this would be in the upright because the Six of Pentacles is a card about equal give and take. And so in a reading like that's gone this way so far, I would expect it to be like in the reverse, represent a lack of that equal give and take. It seems as though this is a person who, even though there have been challenges in this connection, this person doesn't resent you for it, is what I'm seeing. Somehow they still perceive like reciprocity in the relationship. They still perceive it as equal give and take, or at the very least, even though they're like worn out, they aren't blaming you for that, is what I'm seeing. That is really interesting. Okay. I want to get another card. Okay, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so perhaps this person views you as like a bit of a romantic, like someone who is able to like really swoon them. Make them swoon. Okay, make them swoon. I don't know. Words are difficult sometimes. I don't know. Yeah. Like they perceive you as oh my goodness, they perceive you as a romantic. They also might be under the impression that like you're going to come back towards them. I think that this person like views you as someone who has a lot of love for them, even if you don't necessarily know how to express it. Now, of course, the Knight of Cups is more like active than the Page of Cups. So this person clearly thinks that like, I don't know, maybe that you're working on the right words for them or something. This person definitely sees like some romantic qualities in you. Okay, let's see. Now I want to look at what is blocking this connection. Oh my goodness, sorry. All right, what is blocking this connection? Oh, a lot of like repeated cards in this so far. Okay. Okay. So the star is here again, which, if you recall, this was the first card to come up when I asked, like, what there was to know about this connection. And when it came up the first time, I said that this was a connection based a lot on hope. And now that it's come up in terms of, like, something that's blocking the connection, I think it's possible that part of the problem is that this is a connection based on hope and, like, not much else, right? Because the fact that that was, like, a card that I got for the essence of what this was, and now it's a card for, like, what's blocking it, it seems as though this is a connection with a lot of potential, but not much happening, like, in the real world. Which, I just want to clarify, that is not, by any means, to, like, downplay the power of hope. I love hope. I love the card, the star. So I'm not trying to, like, insult it by being like, oh, it's all hope and nothing else. Because, you know, hope is a very powerful thing. It is just notable that that would, like, come up for something that's, like, blocking the connection. I think it's just a very, like, loosely defined or kind of like daydreamy connection, and I don't want to say like lack of commitment maybe, but just a lack of defined terms, I would say. Okay. Oh, see, this is interesting. So now we're looking at the Knight of Swords and the reverse Page of Pentacles, which as I look at these cards, I almost get the vibes that like these are the two of you, just because like Knight of Swords has like unicorn energy, because you know, like knights ride on horses and the sword is like the horn of the unicorn. And then like a reverse Page of Pentacles card just has like the same energy as this like reversed sorry, my bad. I realized I mistakenly called this card an earth sign earlier. It's like it's a water sign card. But anyways, I don't know, just like, I don't know. They just look like visually kind of similar to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making things up. Anyways. So with these cards coming up for what's blocking the connection, with the Knight of Swords, it's possible that you may have been harsh with this person, or it's possible that like this connection is sort of like all talk and no action, and it seems as though there's not a lot of progress being made, or it's possible that there's like work being done but it's not going anywhere, like we saw with the reverse beaver card. That's what I'm seeing. If these cards are to represent the two of you, it seems as though you are kind of like trying to walk away from this person for one reason or another, and this person is putting a lot of effort and trying to preserve this connection, and it's not panning out for whatever reason. And it seems as though that like what's blocking it is just the way the two of you are acting, basically. That's what I see. I want to get another clarification card. The Sun. Wow. Okay. So with the Sun coming up as like a what's blocking this card, I feel like there are a few ways I could take that. It's possible that either this person has like kind of worn you out with positivity, because like I said, like the way this person is described by like the oracle cards, it seems as though they've like given you a lot of attention in the past. It's possible that that like wore you down, and that's why the Sun is coming up as a blockage. Or it's possible that this card just means that you guys like have the potential for something great, but it just isn't manifesting properly. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Wow, very interesting stuff today. Okay, so now, there are like so many layers, I don't even know what question to ask next. I want to know, what you should do in relation to this connection. Alright, what should you do in relation to this connection? Oh, The Six of Cups. Wow. Okay, so this is a card all about reconnecting. So it seems, oh boy. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yes, it seems as though the cards want you to reconnect with this person in some way. And I also got the Queen of Cups. So as for like what you should do in relation to this connection, it seems as though the cards want you to embody this Queen of Cups. They want you to be like sensitive and nurturing, both to this person, but also to yourself. Like if there were, if you had like certain self-doubts that have been blocking you from this connection in the past, like this card is just about like being more, it indicates that you should be like more accepting towards yourself. But more so, the Queen of Cups indicates that you should like be sensitive to this person, maybe understand why you're perceiving them as needy, if you resonated with that earlier. But the Six of Cups is all about like rekindling past things. That's what I'm saying. So then with the reverse magician as like what you should do, that's an interesting one. Maybe, oh, I think I know what's what. I think what the reverse magician means in this context of like what you should do towards this connection, I think it means that you should stop like daydreaming about your various options and you should actually like go for it, you know? I'm gonna pull a clarifying for what you should do. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, that pretty much clarifies what I was just saying. When the magician shows up in reverse, one of the meanings it sometimes has is like a need to stop working things in the metaphysical and like start working them in the physical and like really putting things into action. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about like putting in a lot of effort to things. So overall, what I see with like what you should do is you should like try to reconnect and like be sensitive and open-minded and like actually make things happen and like put in the work for this connection instead of just thinking about how great it could be, you know? I'm sorry if that was too harsh. I'm just reading what the cards are telling me. Okay, and then this could be my last question depending on how it goes. I want to know, what is the future of this connection? Oh, that flew out. All right, gotta take that. Aw, guys. The reverse Three of Swords. Getting over heartbreak and reconnecting. That was crazy. Okay. What is the future of this connection? What is the future of this connection? All right, what is the future of this connection? Okay, Seven of Cups, Four of Cups, Six of Wands. Okay, so some mixed results here, honestly. So as you saw, when I was shuffling, this card flew out. So it seems that, like, no matter what, it seems that the future of this connection is, like, coming back together and healing from heartbreak, which is good, obviously. Now, with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups, I think that these cards are I think that these cards are meant to represent things that could happen that would be, like, less ideal in the future of this relationship. So, Seven of Cups, it's possible that at some point the two of you could, resort back to daydreaming a lot about, like, what the connection could be instead of actually, like, putting in the work towards it, especially if that's what you've been doing for a long time. I feel like it's natural that the pattern would continue. And similarly, the Four of Cups represents the possibility for some sort of like ennui in the relationship, like some sort of like boredom or disillusionment. However, this card, the Six of Wands, indicates, like, happiness and positivity and success. So here's what I'm seeing. So in the future of this connection, I think that there's definitely the potential to get over things that have plagued you in the past. And I think that the cards want you to be aware of, retreating back into, like, the Seven of Cups and Four of Cups energy. I think the cards are telling you that it's certainly possible that these things will show up again. However, the relationship itself, like, as a whole, is going to be a happy one and a positive one. That's what I'm seeing, at least, which I think this is a good nuanced viewpoint personally. I'm gonna pull one clarifying card, the Queen of Cups. Okay. So it seems as though that the future of this connection is the two of you being more empathetic and understanding towards each other, and maybe that'll help resolve some of these issues if they show up again. Yes. Well, I wanted to pull one more card. Okay, the reverse Five of Wands. So this card just shows, like, conflict resolution, basically, or alternatively it could mean avoiding conflict. Sometimes card reversals have, like, a slew of different and often contradictory meanings. Let's see. I think, though, that, like, with the sorry, I'm so many things going on. Okay, so I think that these cards are showing, like, just a few different possibilities for the future of this connection. I think it's showing that, like, getting over heartbreak, and that, like, it's possible that you two could get, like, worn out or, like, tired again. And I think that this reverse Five of Wands could be read either as, like, avoiding conflict if you were more in, like, this energy, or it could indicate, like, resolving conflict if you're more in this energy. And I think that what happens depends on how the two of you grow. So how I would take all of this as advice, I would take this as a message that if you've been thinking about rekindling this connection, you should. Yeah, if you've been thinking about rekindling this connection, you should, especially because we saw, like, the Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups earlier, and you should know that there is the potential to get over that heartbreak. And if the two of you do reconnect, I think you should keep in mind the possibility of these patterns of, like, getting bored or, like, getting disillusioned or disappointed, or just spending a lot of time thinking about what could be and not actually acting on it. I think you should be aware of those patterns that the two of you have exhibited in the past, and if you are aware of them and you work to resolve them, especially if you guys listen to each other well and if you are empathetic to each other, then I think you would see the success represented in this card. So yeah, pretty nuanced, but so are real relationships, so I mean, you love to see it. Anyways, that is all I have for you today. I hope that this reading resonated resonated. Pile 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Before I get into your tarot, I pulled some oracle cards. I have this one to represent you, this one to represent your person, and these two to represent the connecting energy between you. So the card that I pulled to represent you is the Camel, and this card talks about someone who is very self-assured and very easygoing. This card is portraying you as someone who, at the very least in the context of this connection, feels very confident and at ease, you know? And also you could possibly be a fire sign. Now, the card I pulled for your person was the Rabbit, and when I was reading through the guidebook, I actually laughed because this card, it seems like the polar opposite of this one. The Rabbit card talks about someone who is, like, always on alert and who is very, afraid. Your person could possibly be an earth sign. And so, with these two cards represent you and your person, I think it's possible that the two of you feel the same way about each other, but like you feel very self-assured in the presence of that connection, and you feel very assured about how this person feels about you, whereas this person is constantly questioning the way you feel about them. This person is likely insecure, at least in the context of this connection. So that is very interesting. Now the cards I got for your connecting energies, I got the Bardo and the Ring. So this card talks about the existence of a liminal space. And I think in the context of this connection, I think that the Bardo card represents that the state of this connection is it's not very clearly defined at the moment. At the very least, it's either that like you guys aren't together yet, or there's like some sort of I don't know why I'm inclined to say like leveling up that needs to happen, or that hasn't happened yet in this connection. It seems as though, even though like the two of you have feelings for each other, the extent of those feelings has not been expressed yet. But with this card, the Ring, this card indicates a very powerful connection. And it could refer to a literal wedding ring, so maybe this is just such like an absurd, well maybe it's not that absurd, maybe you're thinking of like proposing to this person, you feel very confident about it, meanwhile this person is like, oh my god, like are they gonna propose to me, like blah, 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 blah. Sorry, that was random. I don't know if that'll resonate for anyone, but that's just a possible interpretation. But yeah, what I'm seeing is that like the way you two feel for each other has not at the moment been expressed to the full extent, but there is a very deep love that is shared between you. So yeah, very interesting energies. Okay, so now I'm just gonna ask, what is there to know about this connection? what is there to know about this connection? I can't read. Oh, okay. The reversed Four of Swords. And the reverse Six of Swords. And the Death card. Very interesting. Okay. Huh. Alrighty. Lots of swords going on. Lots of air energy. Okay. So with this card, the reversed Four of Swords, it indicates to me, that this connection has been in a period of like rest for a while, and you guys are now emerging from that. Now with this reverse Six of Swords, it indicates that that transition may be something difficult. Now, as of right now, like, it's unclear to me whether like this resurgence is on your part or on their part, but it definitely seems as though this connection has been like a period of rest for a while. That could be either that like you two haven't like gotten together, or it could be you two have like been dating for a while and just like with no changes happening. But it feels as though this connection has a sort of change that is about to happen, and whoever's going to be the one to initiate it is not doing so. But this card, the Death card, shows that the powerful change in question is on its way. Very interesting. Okay, yeah. I know I keep saying that, like, it's interesting, but what's intriguing to me so far about this reading is that, like I said, it's unclear who is prompting this change. But yes, so that's what I read so far. So now I want to know how this person feels about you. Alright, how does this person feel about you? Oh, the reverse Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups, and, oh my god, what? Oh, sorry, I just got so confused. The reverse Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, okay. It seems as though there is some communication that needs to happen that hasn't happened yet. Like I said, it's still somewhat unclear to me, like, whether that's on your part or on your person's part, but I'm just gonna go with, like, it's on your person's part. I think that your person is, like, perceiving you as someone who is, like, going to say something important to them but like hasn't yet, and someone who is like going to offer some stability to them but like hasn't yet. But it's clear that those like things are not that much of a drawback to the connection, because we also see that this person feels like the Two of Cups about you. That was a very weird way to frame that sentence. But the Two of Cups is here for how they feel about you. So this is clearly someone who feels as though you have like a strong romantic connection, but just feels as though like they're waiting on you to like say something, waiting on you to offer up some stability, and that's perhaps what's causing this like rabid, fearful energy. That's what I'm seeing. But yeah, all right. But yes, they appear to care for you very much, so that is good. Now I'm curious. I want to know what is blocking this connection. And also, I just want to note right now, the energies here don't seem too intense. Like, yes, there's like some way in which this connection is going to change, but it doesn't seem to be like a very difficult change, you know? Like, it seems that like you two really care for each other, which is, you know, that's good, obviously. It seems like there's a lot of love here, which is nice. I just wanted to put that out there because I don't want like the stuff I've said so far to sound too harsh. But anyways, yes, what is blocking this connection? Alright, what is blocking this connection? Oh, the reverse Knight of Swords. And then the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So for what is blocking this connection, we see the reverse Knight of Swords. And to me, that seems to like echo what has been in this reading so far. Just like there's some sort of talk that needs to happen that hasn't happened yet, and like that is what is creating a blockage in the relationship. Now this next card, the Eight of Cups, indicates that there is a need to move on from something. Something interesting is that in the original like Eight of Cups Rider-Waite-Smith card, there is a crescent moon that looks a lot like the crescent moon on this camel card. So what I'm seeing is that maybe the reason why you haven't made the expected move towards this connection is because you're still trying to like move on from something in the past. And then with this next card, the Nine of Pentacles, it seems as though the thing that's blocking this connection is just a matter of like self-improvement. So maybe you've been taking some time to yourself, maybe you've been taking some time like reflecting on past wounds, and based on what the meaning of this card is, it seems as though you've done a pretty good job for yourself, because like I said at the beginning, this card represents someone who is very self-assured. But you know, if that is the case, it might be time for you to make the expected move towards this person, especially because they seem to be all in a tizzy about it. But you know, that's just my opinion. On the subject though, I want to ask what you should do in relation to this connection. Sorry, I had to stop the video because my tripod fell on me, which is the third total time that has happened in this pick a card reading, so I think maybe I need a different setup. But anyways, I was just about to cut the deck, so that's what I'm gonna do now. What should you do in relation to this connection? All right, Strength, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so with this Strength card, in response to like what you should do in relation to this connection, I think that this card is telling you to summon up your inner strength and move towards this person, especially if you like resonated with what I said earlier about the thing blocking this connection being like you moving on from something else and you working on yourself. I feel like this card is here to affirm you that you have done the work necessary and you are ready to move towards this person. Then there's the Four of Cups, which refers to like romantic disillusionment, which is an which is an interesting card to get in like the context of this question. I think that what this card is meant to say, I think that it's meant to say that you should feel confident in moving towards this person. Like perhaps you've been romantically disillusioned in the past by like someone else, but the cards are telling you to let that go along with like whatever else you're overcoming and leaving behind, and to have faith in this connection, and to also know that like even though in relationships things aren't always going to be like exciting all the time, I think that the cards want you to know that even though that's the case, that doesn't devalue the relationship in of itself. And then with this card, the Ten of Cups, it seems to be telling you to establish the stability that you want with this person, like establish that sort of Ten of Cups stable union. And like with this Strength card, it seems as though you're ready to do that. And in doing so, you will find true happiness with this person. Wow, alrighty. Yes, that is all I have for you today, pile 3. That was a pretty positive reading. I had fun. I hope it resonated. Thank you a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.